It's a pretty cool card back, man. Wow! Do they seriously play like this? That is so damn funny, dude. Oh my god.
Long live it.
Oh, this is hilarious.
But the process is to hunt the camel.
This is going in the deck guide. This to YouTube, guys. Like, legit question here. Into on an allied row. All right. What's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, please take the time to do so now. My next objective is to reach 6,000 subscribers, and we've almost hit the mark, so thank you very much in advance for achieving that objective. Today's list that I've put together is a Draug list. Once again, bringing you something off meta, fresh. Leader ability that we're using is Inspired Zeal. This allows us to boost an allied Northern Realms unit by 2 and give it Zeal. So if it's got an order ability and we use that charge on it, that means we get to use that unit right away, basically. 3 charges. The charges are going to be used very specifically, reserved for Rathard's Vengeance, Prince, and also Selkirk. Stratagem that we're using in this deck is Crystal Skull, boosting the allied unit by 4, giving it Veil. This is to protect some of our important engines from getting locked in particular. You may wish to use this on Rathard's Vengeance, round 1, or perhaps one of the other engine units that we have, okay? We've got a number of them in this deck. I'm going to run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for this list. Bear in mind, this deck is pretty much a control deck. We've got a lot of different control options, as you're going to see. So to begin with, we're going to cover the bronze units at the bottom here. 2 Redanian Knights. We have a number of bronze units just to work with Rathard's Vengeance to help with that thinning and good value that that card provides us. So these bronze units that you're going to see at the bottom of the list, you can thin them out, play them to the board, 3 Rathard's Vengeance, and play them next to Rathard's Vengeance round 1 to work with the crew ability of that card. But basically with the Redanian Knight, you play them ranged row, play them besides Rathard's Vengeance. At the end of your turn, boost self by 1, expose this card, moves to the melee row, damages the highest powered enemy unit by 2. When it hits Grace 8, boost adjacent units by 1. So we want to save the Royal Guards and the Knights for round 1, Siege Tower, Siege Masters, and Winches. Okay, so bear that in mind, these cards. Royal Guards, formation, play them ranged row, boost an allied unit by 2. If this card's power is higher than its base, so being boosted, give 2 armor as well. So you could give some extra protection to one of your units on the board at the time. We have poor infantry in this deck. Now, we're reserving these to be played round 2 or 3 with Draug. Okay, so we're going to be utilizing Draug, transform all of these units, and then they become units with order abilities and can do damage. And we can't even self-spawn through that strategy, because what we're going to be doing is transforming these infantry units into Kidweni Revenants. Okay, so bear that in mind. Keep them together to be played with Truffle round 2 or 3. And what we want to do is kind of stack them in one row so Draug gets better value, transforming all human allied units in a row into Revenants. Double Siege Tower, Zeal order ability, gain vitality 2. We're looking to play this for crew, meaning that if this card is in between 2 soldier units, boost self by 2 instead. Can be a pretty strong engine cooldown 2. So usually what I like to do is play Siege Tower in between 2 Siege Masters. And just remember, we've got our other soldier units as well. We've got 2 Winches in this deck. Boost an ally unit by 5. Reduce its cooldown by 3. I do like to reserve Winch to give it to Rathard's Vengeance to get that extra thinning value and tempo. Winch could also play good upon Siege Tower. It can also play good with Carry Ballistas and Reinforced Ballistas. But like I said, round 1, I like to take both in round 1 for Vengeance. 2 Siege Masters. This is to help with the consistency of our deck. They provide thinning, help us dig further into the deck, draw more cards, help us get to our important cards. The order is that you reduce an allied unit's cooldown by 1. When you play a Siege Engine, summon Self from your hand to the left of it, then you're drawing a card. So round 1, keep both of them in your hand if you like. And the second we play Rathard's Vengeance, they're both going to come out onto the board. And then that could help you in placing the Siege Tower right between them right away for some pretty good boosting value with the crew condition here. So try to get them out round 1 for good consistency value. So now that we're getting into the ballistas, my idea with both of these ballista units and the copies that we have is I like to save them round 2 or 3, play them out with Draug, so we can use these to help get some kills with the Revenants. Not only that, with the pings of damage that we have, we can look to get good sword value here, to get a good kill on something, to store it in the sword, to replay it later. And also having Vigo's Muzzle in a deck like this is nice, because you can ping something down, seize it with a power of 6 or less. So round 2 or 3, first thing you want to do is open up with the engines early on to get that value. Play them out range throw. Resupply whenever we play a warfare card, reduce cooldown by 1, damage unit by 1, cooldown 1. So we've got a lot of pings of damage. Same with the Carry Ballistas, play them out together. Resupply as well, order is range, damage an enemy unit by 2. It's got a cooldown of 3, a bit slower. At the end of your turn, gain 1 armor if you're playing this in between 2 soldiers. Selkirk for more control, order melee, duel an enemy unit. So you're going to be trading power with the other unit that you select. So you want to make sure Selkirk's power is higher or perhaps equal to the unit that you're targeting. Use 1 leader charge on Selkirk to give him Zeal. Don't float him. He'll usually get answered if you don't use his order ability right away. As far as Selkirk and Prince, you could use one or the other round 1 to help get round control. Hengave's Sword, it's an echo card. We get to play it twice. Damage an enemy unit by 5. Spawn and play a base copy of the stored unit, giving it Doomed. Death Blow, banish the unit and store its soul in Hengave's Sword. So obviously you can naturally get a kill of a unit 5 power or less. But like I said, to make swordplay really good, if you want to ping something down with our ballista units, that's probably the best way to get sword value. And then when you play this again later on, you're obviously spawning and playing a base copy of the sword unit, which could play for some pretty good value. Maybe sword comes out round 2 and then you get its value in a short round 3, or perhaps you get a good kill round 1, you could play it round 2. Some kind of a combo you're going to play out like that with this card. Prince, fantastic card as well. You can play him range throw, so he gets a boost, and then use leader on him, and then duel something and kill it off. That's how I like to use it. You can play him melee row, and bear in mind he's got an order of damage an enemy unit by 4. So if you play him melee row, he has Zeal, but we want to play him for the dueling ability, so we want to boost him up ranged. So like I said, Prince round 1 or Selkirk round 1 you can use if you like, and then reserve the others for later. Vengeance, play a bronze unit from your hand to draw a card, cooldown 5. So we want to be thinning out the bronze soldier units at the bottom of our list round 1 with Vengeance. So you're playing these out together round 1 as a package, and you're stacking those units next to Vengeance to work with the crew. Whenever you play a unit next to this card, damage a random enemy unit by 2. Okay? Then we have Truffle. Truffle is to work with Draug. The infantry units that we have here are bonded units, as you can see. So Truffle is going to be giving us the infantry units, and it can make Draug more consistent because we've got extra options with transforming. We can play this card out round 2 because it's got resilience, so it gives us kind of like a bleed potential, and then you can go over into a round 3 maybe, not using the order on this. So what's going to happen is, before you play Draug, you want to play this out, get your infantry units stacking up on a particular row. It's probably going to be melee row, reserved ranged row for the ballistas, and then we can just transform the infantry units into revenants, start using their order abilities, whether we're self-damaging, self-spawning, or offensively using those pings of damage, okay? So spawn and play Golden Froth is the order. For some more control, we got Muzzle. Lock an enemy unit with 6 or less power, seizing it. This could be really good at this time. We know people like to replay Renfrey from the graveyard. So you could seize Renfrey. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe it could be bad too, because the opponent can give it spying status, replay it with Nova. But yeah, some decks like to replay cards from the graveyard, so you might want to seize something that can get replayed. And this could be used anytime really for some extra control. Maybe you want to save this round 2 or 3 though, because it's quite a strong card. And bear in mind, same with Heatwave, more control, banish a unit or artifact. It's probably a better option to banish Renfrey with Heatwave if you're versing a Nilfgaard Renfrey deck. But yeah, you could save this at the end of the match as a tall punish option, or to answer a defender scenario, whatever you like, really. Then we've got Draug. Solid card, pretty cool one. I do like Draug, he's a cool card. Zeal order ability, transform all human units on an allied row into Kedweni Revenants without changing their power. So the Revenants is that bronze unit you see there, and they can damage a unit by 1. Death Blow, spawn a base copy of Revenant, summon it to this row. So because some of the infantry units are at 1 power, we can self-damage, self-spawn, kill those ones off. Or if it's a better option, if your opponent's got some token units, go ahead and damage those too. So obviously, Draug's going to get played out round 2 or 3 after you've played Truffle and after you've gotten your other infantry units out of the way. And then for some consistency, we've got AA. Play an All the Realms unit from your deck with a provision cost 9 or less. Boost it for 1. Boost it by 1 for each provision below the limit. So AA can help you to get out some infantry units for Draug, perhaps, on the bleed. Or maybe you want to go for some more ballistas. Or maybe you want some units for round 1. Play it as you need it, okay? Now that we've covered the list, I'm going to explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. Round 1, what we want to do is open up with Raphard's Vengeance. Raphard's Vengeance, use leader on it. And what we want to do is thin out these bronze soldier units next to Vengeance, get that good crew value. You can thin out the Siege Masters, play Winch, play Siege Tower, perhaps play one of your control options. We've got a lot in here. Push hard for round control. We can bleed with this deck if you like, or go along round 3. We've got so much control. Really, we can play this deck in a different ways because we even got resilience aspect with Truffle. So it's your choice what direction you want to take playing this deck. But whether you play out round 2 or 3, begin by stacking all your ballista units ranged row, and then you can start to look to play out Truffle and then getting into your Draug play, getting some good spawning value out of the Revenants, and then of course you got all this tall punish to consider here. So I hope you're going to enjoy the following matches. Please share your feedback down below. Okay, we'll take it easy. It's just an AI match. Alright. Let's do this.
No audiences. It's now today.
Pikemen. Could play this one. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I guess we put it here.
Long live, etc., etc.
Long live, etc. Etc., etc., etc. Probably boost. Cool. Nah. I'm just doing this to kill time.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
It's just an AI match, Emil. Nah, can't find anything. Maybe we should take this time to verse, like, all streamers should verse each other. What do you guys reckon? But yeah, I'm just doing this just to kill some time. You guys tell me if things are working again.
Not without good reason.
That was a good kill.
Calling you stern.
Thank you, Holy. Really appreciate it.
Move!
It's good as rest. So you guys just update me when you hear something. Why not? So what am I going to use this on that? No, it's not really a good target. Actually, let's just play this.
Try to win them all. You won't.
Yes, we got round control. Oh man. It's a competitive bot. Not bad. They give me a run for my money. Let's look for some infantry unit. Can we find truffle or something like that? It's good.
I pass on every 10th
Okay.
round.
ST and MO. You know, this is my first time ever playing this.
Come on, stalkers!
Wow.
Right.
Sensational plays. That might be pretty good for good old sword over here. We're seeing extraordinary plays, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing some incredible plays here. What's going on, Serge? How are you? The pressure is on. I'm versing a devastating bot. We have no idea what may happen to us here. So maybe I save Draug next round. Just keep going like this, I don't know. Let's keep doing this.
Fight for the Emperor and you might be free!
The bot has an amazing deck. Wait, I should use this first. Exceptionally strong deck they have. Probably play sword now. Really? They got good bots? Oh my goodness. I love it. It's off meta. You gotta respect the bot. The bot is playing off meta, man. That is sick. Love to see it. Wow. Gonna damage you down. Gonna take you. You're captured now. According to Azras, they like to tempo pass. Little do they know, we're gonna play the reverse psychology here. That was a good kill, man. Honestly, that was quite a good kill. We've caught Swears. Just like a Pokemon. Oh. Quite the competitive round. Very competitive. Now we're gonna get our infantry units out. Gotta look for truffle. Wow, these are fantastic. Actually, I don't even want to pass anything off here. Oh my, this is such a devastating control hand. I'm just a bit sad we missed this. But I'll get over it. Honestly, man, it's a crazy hand. Okay. Wow! Nice! Oh my... You know what? I'm very unhappy about that. Well, we need good targets for this too, but... wait a second. Alright. Whatever, we'll seize that. What does Swear seize again? Is it 3 or less?
This could hurt.
See this?
Done!
3 or less, okay. Keep it in mind. Gotta kill these off.
There is no escape.
Stop locking me, man.
I demand satisfaction! Now!
We want satisfaction and we're gonna get it when we ask for it. Alright? I'm not taking it easy on you just because you're a bot.
Nothing will stop us.
Good sign. Exquisite.
Hungry like a wolf, I am.
So we can seize the 2. Everything's coming together. There we go. That's the one. Right. We're going like that, I think, now.
Hop to it, knaves.
Good. Wait, can I, does this still count as a deck guide?
I'll do as you ask.
Can I still upload this to YouTube, guys? Like, legit question here. Into... On an allied row. Alright. Oh, crap.
Tell me what you've got.
Okay. Because the meal said I'm toxic, we're gonna finish the matchup like that. Crap. It's a pretty cool card back, man.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Wow! Did they seriously play like this? That is so damn funny, dude. Oh my god.
Long live it.
Oh. This is hilarious.
But the process is to hunt the camel.
This is going in the deck guide.
If the kingdom arts ahead, I'll give him yours.
Jeez. See what they play.
To arms!
Let's have a look.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Alright, we pulled that. I'm gonna pass. What's up, Vast? Thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. You absolute legend. My friends, this is a very skilled pro rank player. I have to pass. Exceptional skill showcased here. You know, we got no ego in this stream. We just admit when someone's better. All right. Yeah, I guess we could go with this hand. Kind of want this a bit, maybe later. Yeah. Wait for scenario.
Try them!
Should we just kill it? Maybe we could.
To the invaders!
Might be a good idea, man.
No! No!
Well, they're kind of... This pot's kind of pushing it. I'm talking... This is so funny, man. Hey, I'm so used to versing people, I'm talking about the bot like it's a person. This person's pushing in. Let's just throw this. Deep fake. That's hilarious.
On guard! A duel! To
Get
a
rid of
duel, I
Vandergrift.
challenge thee.
Probably go Vengeance.
My latest masterpiece. Behold it at my
Then we got Draug, Infantry Truffle for later.
It hasn't backfired yet.
More Radovid!
They're doing a lot of shields. It's a lot of shields, my friends. It's getting me worried here. Very worried. Is King Rognir coming down anytime soon? Hey.
My word is the law.
What did we just say? We called it, mate. We called it. The magic is working, even against bots. Would you believe it? This is sensational stuff.
Fall overboard and I'm not jumping in after you.
It's absolutely remarkable. And I get to play another card on top of it. Yeah, I'll put you here. Mate, Judah, what's up, my friend? How are you? Sensational plays. How's Fushia been, Flo? You been talking to him much? Any idea when he's gonna start doing guides again? Love his guides, man. You guys, make sure you go out and check out my teammate Fushia Briefs on his YouTube channel. Absolute legend. Some of the funniest Gwent deck guides out, I'm telling you. I missed Draug. Truffle. Crap. Alright. Are you into the occult? Please elaborate. What are you trying to incite here? Some shady business. Man, I could just kill it like this.
Awaiting your orders.
He's been caught up with work. Right, yeah. I hope he's doing well, man. Best of luck to his kids and family.
I don't like men who turn me down.
Really? Is that right, Kira? Well, didn't you fall in love with Lambo? I'm quite sure you did. Take that. Box of cucumbers. Sienna, yeah.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, wow. Yo,
Fine.
opponent.
Not bad. Not bad.
That was absolutely incredible play. Did you guys see that? They really got me there.
These dogs have no honor.
I got duped. Yeah. And we got this. We're gonna defeat this AI. Oh my gosh. Nah, mate. Yeah. Good. I think we got it.
Alert! To arms!
Look, Flo said bots have feelings, so
Not bad. Not bad at all.
let's send them positive frequencies. All right. I don't practice any kind